In this example, you're given the graph of polygon ln x, and you're supposed to find the value of a and b, given that this point is 0, 2. So which means this point it should be b2, b2, because x value is b, y value should be the same as the y value here, which is 2. So we're supposed to calculate the value of a and b, find the area R, and then use part 2 to find the area S. Of course, you observe that R and S together form a rectangle. So which means to find area S, you just take area of rectangle minus area R, you give you area S. So how to find A? At A, right, it should be, A is on the x-axis, so it's A0. You are given y is on x, so it means you just need to consider y is 0. If y is 0 equal to ln x, then you just inverse log x will be e power 0, which is 1. So a should be just 1. A should be just 1. So the answer A is 1. To find b, right, to find b, you just have y as 2. So 2 equal to ln x. So x will be e power 2. So b is just e power 2. Next, to find area R, you want to find this region, area of this region. So you can consider to do about y-axis. You can consider integrate 0 to 2x dy. And since y is given as ln x, which is same as x is e power y, so we just consider integrate 0 to 2 e power y dy. So we just e power y, integrate e power y is just e power y. You sub in 2 and 0, the lower upper limit. So it should give you e power 2 minus e power 0. So it's just e power 2 minus 1. E power 0 is 1. So the answer, the area R is just e power 2 minus 1. Next, we want to find area S. To find area S, you just find area of rectangle. So you find everything. The length is E2. The height is 2. So area of rectangle will be 2 times E squared. So it's 2E squared. And then you minus area R. Area R is actually, we just found E squared minus 1. So we minus E squared minus 1. So it's just 2E squared minus E squared plus 1. So it's just E squared plus 1. So area S is E squared plus 1. So that means this is what we have. A is 1, B is e power 2, area R is E squared minus 1, area S is E squared plus 1. If you try to find area of S directly, using integration about x-axis, you should be integrating from A to B, which is 1 to E squared, then y dx. Y is ln x. So we're integrating 1 to E ln x dx. If you do it this way, you still can get an answer, but it's just that to integrate ln x, you need integration by parts. Remember, to integrate ln x dx, we need integration by parts, and this is what we have here. If you integrate ln x dx, after you do integration by parts, you have this answer, x ln x minus x dx. So you copy this answer over. So that means this should give you x ln x minus x, then 1 to e, 1 to e squared, because b is e squared, so it's 1 to e squared ln x dx. So it should be e squared ln e squared minus e squared, and minus you sub x as 1, so it's 1 ln 1 minus 1. ln e squared is 2 ln e. Remember, ln x power n is n ln x. So you can bring the 2 down. Ln e is 1, so it gives you 2. So this will give you 2e squared and minus e squared. Ln 1 is 0. So this part is 0. So ln 1 is 0. So this part is 0. Minus 1 gives you a plus 1. So you'll find that it still gives you e squared plus 1. So it still gives you the same answer like what I did just now. Just now we have e squared plus 1. Right? So just now we have e squared plus 1 as answer. So if you consider to do integration directly, instead of considering area of rectangle, which is 2e squared, minus area of area, which is e squared minus 1, to get e squared plus 1, you can do integration by parts to get x ln x minus x, and you integrate from 1 to e squared because it's about x-axis. You still get the same answer. So either way, you get the same answer. But you'll find that if you do it by the method suggested in the question, namely avoid integration by parts. So sometimes if a question is difficult to integrate, if you try to do about x-axis, you realize that you get some integration which is difficult to find. Then you might want to switch to do integration dy. You do integration dy, which might be easier, and you can avoid complicated integration by parts, and then you still can get the same answer. But you might need to consider like area of rectangle minus area of one answer to get the other answer. So this is a good example to show you can actually avoid integration by parts to integrate ln x dx by considering a region area. So by considering region area, you avoid integration by parts. So by consider this region, which actually is integrate x dy, and it's something easy to integrate. It's just e power y dy, which can be integrated out easily. So if you find that it's difficult to do dx, you might want to consider to do dy, and that might help you to solve the problem.